Good morning, everyone. How are y'all lovely, beautiful folks doing? Good morning over on IG, on all the platforms. We have had so much going on lately. Welcome you all to Tuesday Freedom Tea Talks. I know it's been a minute, and if you've been with me, you notice that we've been definitely talking about a whole lovely retreat that's coming up. And we're still actively going through our Goddess Vibes Unleashed Summit. We are at about, who knows, day 9 or 10 or somewhere around there. And things are still going well. This month, I realize there is so much outside noise going on, but we were totally talking about collaboration and how you can go about doing it. Maybe a week or two before, when I was not out of town, we were talking about being able to select and choose your tribe and who you choose to vibe with. Like, it totally makes a difference in how you start to show up. With that same thing being said, I figured this whole month, we're looking at mental health awareness and also looking at how you go about being intentional about choosing the vibe of your tribe. So it's not just about choosing, OMG, totally forgot to hit record. Guess what? We get to do a do-over. I'm sure for you lovelies that are on the various different platforms that, so do-over, man, this headband is giving all the sparkly vibes. So no filter, just literally glittery headband. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr.Z, also known as Dr. Gross. We are tuning in today for the Freedom Tea Talks. These have been going on for a minute. I think I started sometime around last year, towards the end of the year, and felt like we should just keep it going, because who doesn't want to get more information that can be helpful or beneficial, which is why I totally invite and encourage you all to share different topics that you're interested in so that I can bring those topics to you. With that being said, on this lovely, lovely morning, I had already started to go into the fact that it's May, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and continuing the topic of collaboration. And remember that I didn't hit record. So now I get to talk about it all over again. Lucky me, lucky you. We're all winning here. So earlier in the month, before I was traveling, I was sharing about being able to choose your tribe and finding people that you vibe with, that connect with the things that you're interested in, and how you can go about creating and cultivating a group of people, professional and personal, that really support the things that you care about. With that being said, let's decline this call, figure out how to do that. With that being said, I wanted to continue as we're starting to come towards, we're not at the end of the month, but we're starting to close things up and things are starting to shift, and looking at being intentional about choosing the vibe of your tribe. So as I was mentioning just a moment ago, and that there's a professional vibe and there's a personal one of the people, there's professional and personal tribes, and all of those can have their own cultures within them. So with that being said, you could have multiple different tribes that you may affiliate with, have started or created for yourself. And there's different vibes that go within those. In your personal life, you may have, and I hope you do, you have more than just one friend group. You have multiple people that are friends in different capacities and different levels of intensity. So what that may look like is you may have the one friend that you, maybe you guys talk about all things church, God, holy, spirituality, those things. You may have another friend you guys are it's turn up or turn down. That's what you do. There may be other friends that literally, if you have children, considering Mother's Day just passed not too long ago, you spend quality time together because of or with your children. There may be other folks that you just, I don't know, you've known them since you were in elementary, kindergarten, maybe middle school, high school, and you just keep in touch and hang out periodically. There can start to be some transition over to other areas, such as people you met in college. Depending on your profession and the work that you do, you may have developed professional relationships that you maintain those same cohorts of folks that maybe you went to school with, and you all are choosing intentionally to be supportive towards each other's professional careers, but you've also bonded and been able to make an actual friendship out of your common goals of pursuing specific business and professional interests. Aside from folks you may have met in college, if you went to college, or different courses or trainings that you may have done, there's also the capacity of, thanks to social media, being able to get on the internet and meet new people, find different folks to work with, and maybe they might become your mentors or you may become theirs, but there's a different collaboration that gets built within those different containers that gives you more of an opportunity to continue to explore what are the different levels and types of vibes within the tribes that you walk in. There's a benefit in looking at those different vibes and tribes that you have created or built over time because of those shared interests, at how you all are intentionally pouring into each other. What is it that you can give to the other people that are there, and what is it that they can receive from you? You don't always know what those things look like until you start to collectively vibe together on purpose, spend time together, exchange ideals, break bread, eat food together, do yoga. I see you over there, IG, Rita, from the tree. But doing different things together and on purpose, intentionally with that person, so that you can build a connection with them, that in the future, as you start changing and maybe shifting things you want to create and do in life, you put yourself in a position where now you have people you can reach out to, and you're not reliant on one person. And I'm fully aware, I'm definitely a person that's a connector, in that I probably know the people that know the people, even if I don't know them personally, just because of choosing to step out of my own comfort zone many, many years ago, and doing things that would really allow me the opportunity to meet new people in different capacities with different shared interests, and still continue to connect and grow with them. That it can be 5 or 10 years later, and we don't need to speak on my behalf. We don't need to speak, but if you reach out, of course I'm going to talk to you. Of course we're going to connect and do different things, because there wasn't a severing of a relationship or a bond. The vibe is still there. The time spent in those different activities may look different. I know, right? I am a part of the tree, but the tree tribe, periodically, who knows, probably next week, you guys will probably see more into what my yoga life looks like, because I know there are definitely folks that have met me during a period where that was a focus of what I was doing. And it allowed them to be able to have the opportunity to get to see a different aspect of me, which, if you knew me from when I was younger, it was different. As I have progressed and moved into, thanks to the pandemic and just other things that happened within businesses or jobs that I was in, it allowed me the opportunity to move into a space of being a full-time business owner of a private practice for mental health, as well as actively pursuing more intentionally the coaching business that was always there. Now I have 2 separate businesses that are going, and there's different people that I've been able to connect with that have been totally supportive towards my journey, just because of our shared interest and our intentionality of being in each other's spaces, showing up when the others have different events, or sharing the information if you can't, but being able to be comfortable with, yes, in this season, this is what I'm focusing on. So I want to connect with people that are in that space. I want to be around those folks, and you making sure you do your part to show up, so that the people around have the opportunity to connect and show up for you. If you were to follow, excuse me, any major influencers, or even if you find me to be one of those, because clearly something must be happening in the world, you'll notice if you go back and you like deep dive through someone's social media or just different things, that will be the easiest way for you to catch a glimpse of different aspects of people if they don't always show all of them at once. Obviously, what they're putting out most currently are the things that they want to focus on. But if you're looking to create more tribes, more connections, social media is a way to be able to do that. And now that COVID doesn't seem to be as frightening as it was initially during the pandemic, being able to meet people in person again is another way. If you like working out, or you like going to eat at nice restaurants, or you like shopping or makeup, like whatever the things are, there are people that are interested in those same things. And there's events that you can literally go to, in conferences and conventions that are specific to those topics. Why wouldn't you take the opportunity to go out and meet the people, connect with them, and be available for something new, for something different, especially if you're a person that finds themselves closed off and locked in and not in a place where you can do that. To the contrary, if you find you are always giving, 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 this is a great opportunity for you to go and just be present, that others can give to you, that you can be in a space of receiving. But collectively, how you choose to show up in the different spaces allows you an opportunity to experience different vibes with different tribes on purpose that are supportive towards the more well-roundedness of your mental health. So mentally, if you're not doing okay, the people you're around are going to not only just feel that, but may mirror it back depending on their level of stability with where they're at in their mental health journey and them even being aware of themselves. So people that are not even necessarily aware of like how they show up in the world, it could be harder for them to be supportive if you're not in a good space because they're not able to maybe notice that for themselves. People that are like fully aware may recognize, and this is why I am backing away, or they don't come out or spend as much time around really anyone because they're aware that they absorb what's going on around them. And if it isn't something that they want, who would want to keep showing up to get something you weren't looking for? Hence bad vibes. So give yourselves permission and the opportunity to check your vibe first. Look at the areas or things that you would like to actually explore and spend time doing or learning more about or growing with, and allow yourself the opportunity, time and space to be in the spaces, to be around the people, to get to know what it's like for that aspect, and then see how you want to go back and incorporate it into who you are and how you are by yourself because of the collective like vibes that you're able to get, and then come back, channel, ball it up, smash it, make it you, and then say, okay, and here's how I present, lovely world. So not super, super complicated, but at the same time, it does require permission. So if you're willing to give yourself a little permission, you can definitely choose the vibe of your tribe based on you choosing how you want to show up and vibe in the first place. As usual, if anyone has any questions, thoughts, concerns, comments, aha moments, by all means, feel free to share them. And as we wait for all those to just pour in like crazy, if you haven't signed up for the Goddess Vibes Unleashed Summit, it's still happening. It's free. If you want to catch all the amazing fire speakers that have already come before, you will need to upgrade to the VIP pass so that you can get access to not only all of the speakers, access to, excuse me, their pages where you would be able to get their free giveaways, access to about 4 to 5 different ebooks that are helpful for different aspects of life, a workbook that will help you take in the information that everyone was sharing, and overall collective vibe and being able to see when you want to, whose energy you might want to tap into, what tribe you might want to explore a little bit more, so that you don't feel compelled to do it all at once, but you have a chance to give yourself a little grace and time to just show up in the space that you can, and then see whose energy might you want to borrow a little bit of, a little inspiration, so that you can just add it to yours. And then test it out, try it, see how you like it, see how you're unleashing your own feminine energy and allowing yourself to show up in a way that's more authentic to you. Also, it wouldn't be right if I didn't share the fact that you also still have the opportunity to sign up for the Goddess Reclamation Retreat that is happening this Sunday during the day, and for literally only limited spots, like only a couple of people will have the opportunity to come for a full submersion of this retreat, where you will be able to come the night before, stay in this beautiful, amazingly decorated loft in the Arts District, have the opportunity to connect with food and drinks, and even get to experience some different types of energetic exchanges, such as healing modalities and things of the sort, before everybody else does on Sunday. And it will be private and very much so intentional to you. You would also get access to additional photos when it's time to capture our goddess vibes towards the end of the retreat, by being able to have more scheduled time with the photographer. Um, what we will be going over there is being able to balance your chakras, taking all the information from this entire summit, setting you up with an action plan, and doing so by actually going through your five senses as it aligns with your seven chakras to be a more inclusive and full experience of what are the areas that maybe need a little more attention or time energetically, and what are different ways that worked for you that allowed you to connect with that particular area so that you can clear and open up the space for what it is you want to do, and then setting your actual action plan with the support of myself and my co-host for the retreat, to walk away feeling like you've gotten what you need, how you need it, and you get to take away, like I said, the photograph of all the work that you did and know that you embodied that goddess vibes before you left. Do check on the different links. If you haven't signed up for our email list, we share lots of really cool stuff and tips. Like there's Freedom Friday emails that come out. We let you know when our podcasts are coming out and dropping, just different things that can be super helpful. Right this minute, it might seem like a little bit, but it's because there's so much information that we want to make sure you get, that if it's for you, like stay on the list. If you're feeling like it's too much, feel free to ignore them for a period. In about another week or two, I'll be on vacation. The company will be on vacation, all of them. So you will hear probably crickets. But in this moment, I hope you all are having an amazing day, and that you tune in later for the upcoming speakers for today. And I'll see y'all on the next Tuesday, Freedom Tea Talk. Y'all have a great day.